Good morning, everyone. Um, Too much shine on my glasses, so I took them off. But I wanted to talk to you about something very serious. If you are going on Medicare, um, then you need to really learn about it. I went on Medicare and I went online with an agent through eHealth, and this was 13 years ago. And they convinced me to take the Medicare Advantage, etc., etc., etc. So I've done that, but things are happening big time. Um, I used to have a $2,000 upfront cost, and even last year it was 4,500. I have the paperwork on that. Now I'm looking at upfront cost of $8,000 per year. Now that's about more than half of my Social Security. So if I ended up in the hospital, upfront cost is $8,000. I'm looking at my policy, and now I'm paying a copay and a co-insurance. And the co-insurance is 20% of, it looks like, right now they charge me 20% on the medication for my PET scan, which is a radioactive dye they put in. And that was $71.18. And my actual copay was $105. It's $176 and so much cents. I'm talking to you about this because this is really, really getting out out of hand. Everything's getting out of hand. We're being gouged in a lot of places. And so, to get back to the Medicare. So then, I think I told you before, I changed policies last October because I wanted some dental. My policy went from $21 a month to 47, from zero copays to $45 for uh, a specialist and $15 from a regular doctor, and 105, 120, So very, very expensive, but I thought it would be worth it for the dental. Then I go to a dentist. Now, the dental pays for the first visit and x-rays. That's it. So I've doubled my expense, and I wasn't quite understanding this. I just wasn't understanding. And I should have done more homework. You need to do your homework. I don't do my homework enough. I really don't. Only in subjects I'm interested in, like solar, but everything else, I don't do my homework. I'll read a little bit. Oh, yeah, yeah, okay. So I'm reading my policy, and I mean, we're talking a pamphlet like this big and all these pages and stuff. Come to find out, the Advantage Plan can change their policy anytime during the year they want. You cannot, because you're stuck being able to sign up for Medicare only once a year, or on your birthday, October the 1st, or my birthday was July 29th. But they can change it anytime they want, and they have. So they have changed my policy. They were just bought out by somebody about 3 months ago, and my costs are going up. So I go to this dentist, and I told you about this. I'm going to tell you again, because my sister had the similar incident with a cataract surgery doctor. And the dentist is saying, you need a bridge, you need 3 crowns, you need all these fillings, a deep cleaning is $2,000. So they talked me into getting a credit card to pay for all this. And it's interest free for the first 6 months. But how do I pay $5,000 in 6 months? I can't. So, of course, they're going to get interest, right? It's just, if you can pay it in 6 months, great. But it's just, to me, it's just not good. I'm going to keep my words pleasant. So the things she was saying to me, she never actually gave me a form showing every bit of the money, but in my head, I was adding it up to between $14,000 and $20,000 if I did everything she wanted to do. And being 75, I don't want to invest that kind of money in my teeth. She took 17 x-rays, digital x-rays, and barely discussed any of it with me. I went to community care clinic, which is a free clinic, and they have dental, and I knew where one was. The same $2,000 cleaning is costing me $360. My he took some x-rays, and I think it was 18 or 19, more than she did. And that was $35 including the visit. $35. And then he sat down with me. Now, this is a very young dentist. I loved him to death. And he said, let's talk about your teeth. So the reality is, I have so much bone loss that all my teeth I'm losing all my teeth. And the bone loss, I said, so what about a bridge? He goes, oh no, you'll never hold a bridge because you don't have any bone. And I said, so what about crowns? He goes, no, because your teeth, you're losing all your teeth. You hardly have any bone. And the gums are receded below the root, down, so that food is getting under the tooth. The gum is so low and the bone is so small under the teeth. So the way to keep my teeth longer, he said, is to do a thorough cleaning every 3 months. He said, you really don't want to do all this other stuff. Now, she had the same x-rays. Why didn't she discuss this with me? Instead, she jumped to thousands of dollars that would be wasted because they wouldn't hold. He even told me that dentures, I don't know if I would have enough bone left for me to have dentures. I'm like, really? He goes, yeah. He said, you have so little bone in your jaw. You have lost most of your bone in your jaws. So, to me, think about that. She didn't discuss any of that. All she wanted was money. My sister goes, and she needs cataract surgery, which I do too. And she goes and she researches, and her eye doctor sends her to this cataract surgeon. She goes there, and same thing happens to her. He just got laser. He wants to do the laser surgery, not the regular one. And he wants to put in this special lens and blah, blah, blah. And so he's trying to sell her. She told me it was between $10,000 and $12,000 for cataract surgery, for these special lenses and this and that. And I said, you're kidding. She goes, no. I mean, we were comparing stories, guys. And she's going to another one who is going to do it just on Medicare. I mean, cataract surgery is, everybody tells me it's easy. They just put a slit in, they put a new lens in, it's like having new eyes. And it's free through Medicare. So she's seeing someone else that it's free. I'm telling you guys, you got to be careful. I mean, they're really taking advantage of seniors. And your Medicare, you really need to study it. I'm studying it right now, and I'm finding out that I'm going to Original Medicare. I have an agent that I trust, and you can go on the internet and find him. His name is Christopher Westfall, and he explains all of it, all the changes, what's really going on. And I didn't know the Advantage plan is a profit. They're for profit. Original Medicare is non-profit. So you're getting you're paying for something so they can make a profit off you. And Medicare is supposed to be, cost. It's not supposed to be like that. So I'm just telling you what I'm learning. Again, his name is Christopher Westfall, Westfall. I'm watching all his videos. I've already called them, set up a date to change to go to Original. Now, what happens with us is you cannot, once you get on an Advantage plan, you cannot go back to the Original Medicare, which is cheaper, gives you the same service, if not better, from what I'm understanding. Okay, remember, I'm not an expert. Okay, I'm learning all this. Anyway, uh, see, I lost my train of thought. There's so much in there. I'm just saying, you just study it, and oh, I know what my train of thought was. So you cannot go back to original Medicare if you have, uh, oh, what is the word? Um, an existing condition. So, instance, if you're a diabetic and you're on insulin, once you go on insulin, you can not go to original Medicare. So, I have no disease, nothing that is a con, pre-existing condition, and I can go back to original Medicare, which I'm going to do. So, study, watch this guy on video. My sister sent me to him, and she's been studying. She spent a year talking to all these agents and all this, and they pushed the Advantage plan. And I don't know that the Advantage plan is for you, because they can change that plan anytime they want if they're bought out, and they can jack up their prices. So I hope you have a good day, because I want to talk about the gouging that's going on that I'm seeing, actually seeing at different stores. Down the street. Let's just even talk about gas stations. I'll see you next time. Please have a good day. I'll talk to you later, Camo.